Jessica Whitaker here. I'm a photographer based out of New York City, and today I'm going to be taking you behind the scenes in my tiny New York City apartment DIY studio setup. I have done so many fun video tutorials here, and today I'm going to be showing you the importance of color in portrait photography and how color can drastically change the final result, affect the mood, feel of the shot. We have 5 different colors we are going to be working through today in 5 different categories to create various looks with the same model, same outfit. And thank you so much to Savage Universal for sponsoring today's video. Savage Universal has over 65 distinct color paper options to choose from to bring your vision to life. Though I do not believe that you need to have a ton of gear, your own private studio setup, a ton of lighting equipment, or even a ton of paper options, what I love about Savage and why I wanted to make this video is because the paper is relatively affordable. It starts at $17 and there's 5 different sizing options. The size of paper that I'm using today and what I use 99% of my sessions is the 53 inch, and for reference, 53 inch is about $32 a roll. Savage Universal is the industry standard for seamless paper, and it really is that affordable. All the paper is thick, it's vibrant, it's high quality, very easy to assemble, to set up. We have it just taped straight onto the wall. I've used stands before, but in my kitchen I just don't have the space for a stand. This works perfectly. We have 5 colors we're going to be powering through today. A pastel, a bright color, a darker moody color, a primary, and a neutral. If you are somebody who's thinking about making your first studio seamless paper purchase, or maybe you have a neutral, I hope that this video is a great reference for you for maybe what fits your style of photography, what color you're gonna add to your collection next. Our model for today is my friend Rosa. She's a model here based in New York City, and you'll see her in a minute throughout the tutorial, but I will have her Instagram linked down below in the description box. Be sure to subscribe to this channel for more photography tutorials on a budget. Let's get started. First up is a pastel. This is Savage Universal's coral color. We're putting chapstick on the lens filter and I'm rubbing it just kind of in a U shape, and this will go over top of my lens and I can play around and create a really pretty hazy photo to add a little bit of dynamic to the portraits. To me, pastels are soft, comforting, and yet energetic when paired with certain accessories and makeup. I also think that this color is fantastic for any kind of beauty shots that you want to feel current. We just threw this intentionally wrinkly white sheet over the back of the IKEA chair because for this angle I'm going to have to get a bit of the chair in it, and I feel like that just adds a little bit more texture, and the white on white is still monochromatic and clean.
I love it. This is amazing. Just like everything is a vibe, you know?
Yeah, yes. A lot of my favorite skincare and beauty brands use this color to promote their products and shoot against, and I love how it feels clean yet fun. So we are going to move into the next color, and as you guys can see, this paper is really thick. It's pretty durable, and the thing is, if you're shooting at, like, I don't know, your aperture is at 2.2 or lower, you're not going to see any of these little creases that just naturally happen with something like paper because of how thick the actual material is. And look how much is on this roll. It's such a great value. I think it's so versatile. If you are somebody who's interested in fashion photography or kind of more the beauty realm, more versatile, I would recommend this pink, because also depending on the white balance and the other things and elements, the lighting that you add into the photo, it will change the actual kind of color or tone of this. It can look more muted, more dusty, more pale, up until being as vibrant as what you see here, but the coral is such a good pastel color. So we are going to move now into the second color.
The pictures are coming out so good.
Oh, do you want to see the rest of them?
Yes, I would love to.
So I hang up the paper just using some packing tape. And since we're only doing, these are very quick shoots, I don't have to have a ton of reinforcement for the paper, so I just do 2 pieces. Otherwise, I would be doubling this up just to make it last a bit longer because the paper is heavy. Okay, purple. I feel like a beauty guru. This is the purple, you guys. I love this color. It's my first time using it. So cool. This video truly shows the DIY factor because you guys watching can see literally all you need is you and a model and then a few pieces of lighting. But I mean, I would even shoot using only natural light if I didn't live in a dungeon of an apartment. If I just had a big screen door or even a garage that I could open up, I would just set this up on a stand or tape it to the wall and just use natural light. You don't even need lighting equipment, and this paper is super affordable, so it makes it accessible to anyone who's interested. I'm going to just put it up to about here because we're sitting down. That should stick it with it fine. Maybe I'll do one more, but just because it's not being up for that long, we're not going to go crazy. Okay, now we're doing the purple vibes. There is an old tale, an old proverb that goes, never trust someone who chooses purple over pink. That's why we chose to do the pink first.
Day with this color.
It's really
It's
cool.
it makes everything pop, especially if you're wearing like light, like white.
Yes.
Next up is a bright color, and we went with plum. This is energetic and invokes a feeling of excitement. This plum is pretty intense as well, but with all the colors, you could determine how saturated you want them to be in post and editing. I like keeping the true plum color. I think it's gorgeous and it's intense, and again, you'll see in the final images, they feel exciting and really happy. The deep, moody color we are going with is Evergreen, which is my personal favorite color that Savage makes. This is an elegant and rich color that feels serious and really pulls the viewer in.
Oh my god. Why do I look like a ballerina?
Because you are literally queen. She's Now we're gonna switch out the, oh, look at all the tape that we have on. This is just so rich and it's very moody. Okay, so what I also like about, especially this size in particular, the 53 inch, I think is what I said it was, 53 inch or 52, is that it is still pretty compact. So it literally will take you maybe 3 minutes to take this one down. And then to set up the red. I guess we can time it here on the video to see how long it takes. And then I haven't used this red in a while. Masking tape, which I only have like, we're already so close. The reality of it all. Roll out the red carpet in our ride. Okay. This is where I removed, there must have been like a really thick glob of tape up here built up. That probably took us like 60 seconds if I wasn't rambling on. Nice IKEA sheet. Take a seat on the wild side, Rosa. But yeah, it looks so great, and you know, you can, you could, if you're gonna have a model be standing or even sitting on the paper, you could just roll this out. You do want to make sure though that there, as I use my toes to move everything, welcome to my studio. You do want to make sure that there is a curve so that there isn't some, like a blatant line. You wouldn't want to, I was literally about to use my foot to move that. You wouldn't want it to be like this because then you would not only get a line, but also this paper then would have to be extremely smooth. It's just so much easier to pull it out and create this like seamless effect. Seamless paper, get it?
The primary color that we had to go with was red because red is one of my favorite colors to shoot just in general on camera because I love how bold and saturated it is. This backdrop really makes your subject pop out and scream out of the screen, yet it doesn't overpower the model. With any of these colors, you can control the intensity not only in post with editing, but also with the lighting that you choose to work with. So you could make this a bit brighter, you could make it as bold as we're going with, or even deeper and darker if you would like to.
So,
and I don't care since this is the last look.
right. So Rosa is going to slick. Oh my gosh, look at how swole you are. Flex for them. Yes. Queen. Okay. Yes. Yes. So Rosa is going to slick all her hair back. And it's gonna be kind of wet vibes. So cute. Oh my gosh, even in the shot, even with the toilet, it's cute.
You like this
though.
vibe right
Literally, yes. Girls. Yes, videography. Yes. And the last color is this almond shade. And it's pretty like, you know, kind of like a beige, a nice neutral. But to mix up this particular look, we are gonna go into my earrings. Look for, I have this one pair that's super like chunky gold, almost like 80s vibe with the slick back hair, and then we just won't get a bunch of the lace in it. We looked up some inspo on Pinterest and we love like this kind of vibe, or this love, so pretty. So we're gonna kind of go for that, almost like a J. Crew look, if you will. We have the final look. Oh my gosh, so we have the almond paper and then like the wet hair, the earrings, and then I'll actually probably have you tuck the lace like hem or the lace detail down. And then we're gonna just kind of spray this Avène spring water to keep it super dewy. Even you change, like tucking that in changes it. It seriously is so perfect, yeah. I almost wonder if I spray this lens cap with the water.
Just, I mean, you never know.
You never
just
know.
Just to see what it's,
Just to see what it's like. Okay, so I'm gonna try spraying. I don't know what this is gonna do. I've never tried it before, but I'm gonna try spraying the, we'll just see, to create a little lens effect. Ooh, yeah, this is kind of cool. So I'm just gonna kind of rotate and play around with this. I am moving it around and more shooting on the edge. I don't have it fully or else it's gonna block out her entire face. I can just use this to bounce the light around with. And then we did change the way that the chair is just to change it up. Oh my gosh, love. And ooh, when I'm bouncing light off of this, kind of how I was showing you guys, there's actually two little lights bouncing from the, I have track lighting in the apartment and they're like gold, and the gold is bouncing off of the lens filter, so that's kind of cool. You guys will see that more in the final result. Oh my gosh, love.
Neutrals feel sleek, crisp, and modern. This particular almond shade has been used by a lot of fashion photographers in the industry. I personally feel like it is very modern without feeling cold, and it's great for product because it allows what you're shooting to really pop.
Thank you guys so much for watching today's tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. I hope you leave feeling encouraged and inspired. Again, you guys do not need a huge studio setup. Like, look at this. You can literally see my dining room table, right? You would be surprised how much more creative you get when you are limited in your gear collection. Be sure to subscribe for more photography tutorials. You can check out my free photography Facebook group, Build and Bloom, linked down below. It's free to join. There's over 60,000 encouraging, amazing photographers. Check out Rosa's Instagram, and you can find me on Instagram for daily free resources and tools for your photography business. I love you guys. I believe in you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.